Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Hepp Steps, or the first official episode of Hepp Steps after our successful pilot recorded a few weeks ago.
Woo.
Today we're going to be covering a new topic about university life, something that everyone has to go through in university life, which is, and in life in general I guess, which is meeting new people. So we're going to be talking, much like the other week, our first episode, we're going to be talking about our own personal experiences of meeting new people in university life. So I'll just give us another little intro if you forgot from last week. I'm Yared.
I'm Kaydian.
And I'm Tanya.
So I'm going to dive right in and talk a bit about meeting people in Freshers Week and in your halls of residence. So that's honestly where I made most of my friends. I was really lucky. My flat was really lovely and we all got on super well. And in a lot of halls of residence, like all of the students in first year all live together, and you're usually in big flat blocks in big buildings all together. So not only are you meeting your flat, but you're also meeting loads of other flats and loads of other people. It's really easy to meet people, I think, in Freshers Week because everyone is actually new and wants to make friends. I've never experienced a time where people are just genuinely so open to having conversations and finding people.
And everyone's in the same boat, aren't they? Everyone's
exactly.
nervous and wanting to make friends. It's such a good way to kind of meet people and learn about university life in that first week.
I don't think you're ever in a situation in life like Freshers Week where there's literally hundreds, if not thousands of people, all with exactly the same kind of idea of what they want to do, wanting to meet people. And literally, I mean, in life as well in general, I guess, but especially in that week, you can just start talking to anyone. People will just start talking to anyone from anywhere. It's for that week, you've got a free pass.
To just on the street. If you're, we had a shop on our accommodation and a gym. People chat to you at the shop, chat to you at the gym. I think because everyone, the majority of people who go to university also don't know anyone that lives there. So you really are all in the same boat of nobody has any friends, and you're kind of all going to university and starting this new chapter of your life as well. So you're maybe trying to meet new people that you maybe haven't hung around with, find friends with interests of yours that you maybe haven't had before. So it's really, really fun. It's really exciting, and it honestly feels really easy, even though it seems super intimidating. I don't know about you guys. I remember before I got to uni, and I feel like I'm a relatively confident person, but I did feel quite anxious about meeting people and talking to people. I don't particularly like small talk, and I was just this is going to be awkward. Well, honestly, you can though.
It's that big leap, isn't it, of going from school where you know everyone, and you're kind of a bit shy about talking to certain people, to then going to this group of people that's relatively similar ages to you in the same position that you don't know. So there's something quite freeing about that.
Yeah, it's so fun. And I think you have a Freshers Week usually. So this is usually the week before university actually starts. And this will be when kind of all of the, not main friend making, because you make friends throughout your time at university, but I feel this is just when everyone is most free to chat and make friends and meet up and do stuff, because university hasn't started yet. So you do really spend your time planning to do stuff and meet people and explore the area. So it's really, really fun. And I honestly just think get out there and really put yourself out there, meet and chat to as many people as you can, because it is kind of the only time in your life that people will probably be, this many people will be this open to making friends with you. And that is really, really exciting. Nice. And do not be scared, even though it seems intimidating. I feel after you've been there for an hour, you realise everyone's in the same boat as you, and you can just kind of chat.
Can I give some? I don't know if this is outdated advice. I don't know if
from
you
our
guys
older resident,
from our elder statesman.
Resident's oldie.
Don't buy the Freshers wristband.
Oh my gosh,
no.
yeah.
Okay,
don't
right.
buy the Freshers wristband.
No, but who wants to go to a silent disco? Who wants to go to a bingo? Not to slash it,
not to slash bingo.
I mean,
we love bingo. We're not got no beef for bingo.
No.
Bingo aficionados.
But in that week, I think there's often lots of like reps for the like trying to sell these things, and they really like paint a picture like, oh, don't have a wristband.
Gonna be going.
Ooh, good luck making friends, mate. It's gonna be a rough 3 years for you.
Be careful because they join all of the like before you join university, they'll usually be like, for me, I joined my like course group chat, so it's like politics 2021 and like freshers 2021 or like Encliffe 2021, so maybe your accommodation. These like reps will join these groups and send them in, so it might seem like loads of people in your accommodation or on your course are going, but honestly, don't fall for it. Realistically, I think just wait and see what your flat are doing. For me, I think my like strategy going in was like, I kind of want to get to know the people I'm living with best first, just to figure out what they're like. So I was like, I'm gonna wait and see what people in my halls are doing. Like, I'm gonna wait and see where they're going, because I'd rather go out with them than if you get there, you have a wristband and nobody in your flat has it, and you don't, let's say on the first day, you don't meet anyone who has the wristband. One of the events might be the night after, so you might end up going on your own, which is completely fine, and you'll meet loads of friends. But for me, I kind of didn't want to miss out on bonding time with my flat, so I would have been a bit like in a rock and a hard place if I'd have got the wristband. I'm really glad. And obviously, they're like £50.
Really interesting.
Should we explain what it is? Sorry,
because
people might not know what the wrist. When we say the wristband, we mean
what is the wristband?
What is the wristband? It's like a it's basically you can buy this wristband that gets you into all these Freshers Week events, and they always really say, oh, it's going to be selling out, no way you're getting in without this wristband, but it's just genuine. And they'll be like, oh, you can go paintballing or like get a free sandwich, and it's just
but saying this, it'd be really interesting to know someone who's actually bought a wristband and has made friends out of it.
Well, I'm sure people have, but you just don't feel pressure. Like before you've arrived. If you arrive and all your mates have got one, get one. Yeah. But don't feel the pressure from those.
I do think I had some
reps.
flatmates that ended up getting these wristbands and having a really good time from it. So if it does sound like your thing, then obviously go for it. But
don't feel like you have to.
Yeah.
When I said don't buy the wristbands, I'm backtracking for that slightly. I came in quite strong, but don't feel pressure to if you don't know anyone.
Because also I think the thing is they're quite a lot of money. At least I remember they were like £50, and
50.
they were really expensive.
Mine was like 60.
Mine was a tenner, but
there you go. Then. Buy one if you go to ABBA.
I was still like, that's too expensive for me.
But like ours was so expensive, and I think it's like they're preying on young students who maybe don't know where like all of the good places to go are. I honestly just think wait and see. Like, you'll always be able to find somebody who isn't going out. You'll always be able to find someone who is going. So just don't stress about having tickets for anything or not having tickets too early. Just wait until you get there and you've chatted to people first.
Exactly.
But I think that halls of residence and like Freshers Week is such a good time to make friends. It's such an easy way to make friends, especially with halls. A really great thing to do is introduce yourself to the flats that are near you. If you are staying in like a flat block, I think that most accommodation, generally first year accommodation, is in like flat blocks. So like for us, we had like flats that were like below us that we chatted to, flats that were like opposite us. Some people had flats that were connected to them. So really take that opportunity to introduce yourself to your neighbours. Obviously they're going to be your closest people, and I know a lot of people who maybe didn't get on with their flats, but maybe weren't besties with their flatmates, but really got on with the flats like below them or next to them or in a different flat block. So definitely explore different people as well as your like immediate people you're living with.
100%. Thank you, Kaydian. I think everything you said about halls of residence is quite similar to what I experienced as well with my group of friends and halls of ready
meals.
Halls of ready meals. That sounds great. But I'll be going into a little bit about societies as well as a way to make friends. I don't know about you two, but I made pretty much all my friends through societies. But I went to Aberystwyth University, if you weren't here for the last podcast.
Everyone will have listened to the last podcast.
Everyone.
You've been living under a rock.
Yeah. If you've been off grid for the past couple of weeks.
The beauty about going to like a rural university is that everyone is kind of in the same boat, and everyone's a similar mindset where they're kind of going there for the location. Well, I think most people are anyway, and they're going in.
Sorry, is Aberystwyth? Would you count that as a rural university?
100%, because it's the city, but it's also in smack bang middle of the countryside. So on one side you can see the sea, on the other side you can see like it's all fields and hills, and it's pretty magnificent place. I am biased though. But that can be really daunting to a lot of people to make friends. And I think in my first week, I kind of had a bit of a scare thinking, have I made the right decision to go here? Because it's so remote and you don't there's one club in the whole town. So meeting friends was quite a scary thing, but they really emphasise societies there. So pretty much everyone that goes to university there is part of some society. And when I was looking at what kind of things I'd want to do, if I want to try anything new, I actually went onto the university website where you can see what societies are available. And what I did was have a look at the Instagram pages and see like what people were like on socials, get an idea of what people would do on their nights out, how close everyone was. And I wasn't necessarily looking at the hobby itself. I was looking at the types of people that were there. And one of the clubs that I was like, oh, this looks like such a nice vibe and it looks like really nice people, was the Surf Society. Yeah. And I've never surfed in my life.
Was that the first time you'd surfed? I thought you were a surfer girl.
Well, no, but from uni
she is
I was.
now.
Yeah. I had never even attempted to surf before going to Aberystwyth.
Wow.
And I was really scared because these people were so cool.
Oh, they make it part of their personality.
100%. Like it was, but like 19-year-old me was like, wow.
Like, I want to be a surfer.
Yeah, I was like, these people are cool. And yeah, but I was so scared to join because I think there's the other side of societies is it kind of basically societies are sports clubs or clubs of interest that other students set up for people to join. And the thing about societies that puts people off is that sometimes it does kind of remind you of like school cliques. I don't know if
school
you guys...
like groups of people.
Oh, cliques. Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, did I say it wrong?
No, cliques is fine. Yared's just being pedantic about pronunciation. I think you can pronounce it both ways.
I think cliques is like the American way, isn't it?
I thought clique was American. I would call it a clique. Maybe, no, I don't know.
The clique. But yeah, it's kind of like people have these little groups and you think that sets people apart. And I was part of a society initially that I won't name what society it was.
Ow.
Comment below if you know the society.
Yeah, if
guess the society.
If anyone from Aberystwyth is listening, they will know what society this is.
Oh,
can't wait to be told off air.
Yeah. But there are certain, there's things like initiations that I don't know if you guys had similar at your university, particularly with the sports clubs, but it's kind of like a hierarchy way of, and some people really enjoy it. They find it really funny to kind of, like target the freshers and the people that are new to kind of bring them in, but it really wasn't my vibe.
I've heard of some definitely bad ones, and I think they can toe a line. It can be really funny, but I think definitely a lot of them, especially for sports ones, can be very like based on just getting very drunk and doing some kind of like slightly reckless stuff. So I definitely think be careful when it comes to societies like that, and just remember it's a society. You don't have to do anything to be part of it, even if they say that. Technically, they're not allowed to make that, and also don't feel like you can just walk away and join a different society. There are like, at least at Sheffield, there were hundreds. You know,
like the university life is your time, and 3 or 4 years is not a long time. And you need to think, it took me too long to get out of somewhere where I didn't want to be, until I found the Surf Society, and I thought, wow, these people are like really my people. And it actually wasn't until my final year where I made my true circle at university. But that's also, that goes to show you don't have to be a first year university student to find your life at uni. It can be, you can meet people along the way at any point.
I think
and you'll grow and change it. You'll grow and change every year as well. So, you know, you let yourself evolve. Give yourself permission to, you know, pick up new hobbies and drop old ones.
Honestly, I think, like, a lot of people really find their stride in second year more than first year. I think, like, first year really is about working out. It's about working yourself out, working what you're like in the situation. I think probably most people would say they really found their group. They really found what they really like to do and how they like to be at university in their second or third year. I think that's actually more normal than just like having it all worked out by first year.
And also, don't feel down if you get to the end of first year or even second year and think, I haven't found my circle yet. Because I was so close to dropping out so many times because I thought I didn't find my circle until I found that group for me. And then I had the best time ever.
Yeah.
So
I also... But I also, do you have anything else to say about societies? I was also part of societies and I met some great people through them too. I think it's a great way to meet, obviously like halls, you're meeting all other first years who are like, you know, doing the same thing as you. But like in societies, you get to meet people from like every stage of university. You can meet second years, third years, post-grad.
One thing I will say is that within Freshers Week, for most universities, so you have to pay for societies, and it's normally not a big amount of money, and it's just a one-off payment, and then you can, you know, do lessons or classes or whatever you want to do with that society for the year. But in Freshers Week, you get free trials for things, and I would say go to as many of those as possible. I went to loads to figure out which one I wanted to be in. And I remember even my friends would be like, that from my flat would be like, oh, can you come join? I'm a bit nervous. And I was thinking at the time, I was like, oh, like snow sports. I've never skied, so I do not want to be a part of that. And went to it and ended up meeting Will, my boyfriend.
We've only been going for 10 minutes and you've already managed to meet Will, so that's great.
Yeah. Shout out to Will.
Shout out to Will, gave us a lift here today.
Yeah.
To this very important meeting.
Yeah, thank you.
No, but honestly, that is so true. Like, I do think a lot of societies, even though they sound like they're about an interest, they definitely are. You might just meet cool people. Like, I went to DJ Society. I definitely am not a DJ. I was just kind of like, oh, like, kind of would be fun. I don't know. I feel like everyone's looked at the DJ deck and like, I kind of want to have a go. So I was like, why not? And then I met some really nice people. Honestly, even if like, obviously now, you know, pre-uni, your friends probably don't have the same interests as you. So feel free to go to a society that maybe you're not that interested in and still have a chat to people.
And on the plus, you might even find a new hobby.
I remember, and also, like, don't necessarily listen to what other people like say about different societies. Go with what you actually want to do. I remember in first year, I was walking around the Freshers Fair with someone who I'd just met, who actually is still my friend now, to be fair. I had a look at the student radio stand, and I just remember this so clearly. She went, oh, student radio? Bit weird. I was like, he probably didn't even really register he said that, but I was like, ooh, bit weird. Ooh, don't want to be weird. Don't want to be known as a weird kid in the student radio.
You just want to fit in when you start at uni, but the thing is, like, no one's going to fit in with anyone because everyone's from different places.
Exactly.
So.
And then I joined it in second year and ended up having a great time. I had a student radio show with my mates, and it's just funny that like that one little comment like just completely just changed my perception of it. I went, I was thinking, student radio, that's cool. And it was like, whoa, bit weird, mate. I was like,
I think it's really important, especially with societies, to try and get out of that mindset, the high schooly mindset of like things are cool and not cool. Like it is so hard because I think it is ingrained in you in high school. There are some things that are just like so socially devastating. But uni isn't the same. Like honestly, I think that people that think that way, again, not saying your friend is one of those people, but I think that like people that try and make you feel like a certain hobby is weird or a certain thing is less cool, those are the less cool people in university. University kind of everyone doesn't really care, and everyone has different hobbies. You know, you'll meet someone and you might think they're like, you know, on the football team, coolest person. They might also be part of like mycology society, and it's fine, and no one bats an eyelid. So I think honestly embrace that and that mindset. Like your hobbies are just things you like, they don't say anything about you as a person.
100%. And I think also, like, even if it's something, you know, you enjoy, you might not necessarily vibe with the people, and that's okay. I played rugby in first year because I love playing rugby, and like, I mean, sometimes the rugby teams have a bit of a reputation as being a bit laddie, and to be honest, I actually didn't massively get that, which surprised me a little bit. But like, I just didn't click with the people necessarily. Like, I just, you know, you're spending a lot of time with these people, like going to matches on a Wednesday, coming back, doing training and everything, and I just didn't click with them, and that's okay. Not everyone's going to be your people. And then I ended up doing some other stuff and enjoying that even more. So it's okay to stop something and like try something new as well.
I think that is something to note as well, because I think a lot of societies are actually quite, it just reminded me when you said about rugby, they are quite full on. I think before, what I didn't realise is like, I think check how much a society is what they're expecting of you, because I definitely joined a lot of societies in first year at the start because I just like wanted to meet people and have the opportunity to do things, and I was under the impression it was kind of like just like come whenevs. And then some of them whenevs, some of them really expect you to like be there every week, kind of like dedicating a lot of time to it, which
oh my god me, the pressure, like,
especially sports societies, I think
it's your university life. Don't let anyone make you feel bad for not wanting to do a certain thing.
Like, I had a friend who was part of I won't even say what society, but you had to like run a 5k as part of it. And she literally would like every week, and you had to time yourself and upload it to Strava. So she like drove a 5k once because she was so hungover. but like if she hadn't done the 5k, they would have been like so mad at her. They used to get mad when she wouldn't go to Raw, which was like the Wednesday night out sports society social, which obviously is like a midweek night out. And she had to dress up and go to West Street, which is like a load of bars, and then also to the student club. And they expected her to do this like at minimum once a month, but like wanted her to be there every week.
If a society ever forced me to do a 5k, I would drop out. And the crazy thing is, you pay to do a society, so why would you pay to, I don't know.
But it's easy to lose sight of it.
I definitely fell for it. I mean, I paid and then was made to do an initiation.
Which are banned, I think, pretty much at all universities.
I don't think it's still a thing anymore.
I think they're getting less, but like technically they are banned. Initiation.
And also know yourself that like if you've paid to be part of something, or even if you haven't, they can't force you to do an initiation, and technically they're not allowed. So I know it might seem like lame, but if you think it's something dangerous or not okay, speak to someone high up in the society, and if they don't listen, speak to the students' union. You know, you don't have to report them to the uni, but for everyone's safety, there'll be wellbeing officers within the students' union that will be dealing with that.
And if they are decent people, they're gonna listen to. They're gonna, like, you know, you don't want to be around people who are forcing you to do things. I just think that's not a nice trait.
Some of them are weird as well. Some of them are just weird power trippy.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's
things.
Power.
I think some people have never been in a position of power before.
Yeah, definitely. Because they did it last year as freshers, and they think, right, now I'm going to be able to do this to the next year of freshers, and it is often a weird
cycles of
it's
trauma.
Just sad. It is sad, but
that's a different podcast episode.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Do you want to go on to what? So that was about societies.
A great way to make friends, and I think Yas is gonna chat a bit about making friends on your course.
Yeah, because I think probably these are maybe the three most common ways you're going to meet people at university. Not the only way by any means. Obviously, Kaydian chatting away with people at the shop. You know, that's where you made all your friends, wasn't it? In the shop.
Yeah, village store, babe. I'm there, resident.
You can just get along with anyone. I feel, Kaydian. You're very extroverted,
chatty.
aren't you?
Yeah.
But not all of us are as lucky as Kaydian, and some of us had to.
Some of us actually had to work.
Find friends. So obviously you're all studying a course when you're at university.
No, we haven't mentioned that that much on the pod.
I don't know.
Actually haven't.
You do go to university to study.
Yeah.
Wait, have we even said what degrees we do?
Oh,
surely we have.
No, I don't think we did.
Okay. So I'm Kaydian and I study politics and international relations at Sheffield.
I'm Yared and I studied politics at Newcastle. You don't have to study politics if you go to university. Just me and Kaydian both happen to have.
I'm Tanya and I did education at Aberystwyth University, and then for my postgrad I did that in primary education at the University of Edinburgh.
Yes, the most educated member of the group.
Thank you.
Hence why she's in that position.
Yeah, that's why I had to be in charge of the levels. And
she's having to keep an eye on our sound levels because.
So in the video you might notice me telling them to pipe down.
Because I have a particularly loud voice, which actually when I was in my university halls...
Actually, Yared, sorry, you just went over a little bit.
When I was in my university halls, because I had a flat of all boys, and then there was a flat of all girls above. But the girls upstairs often commented how they would be eating their dinner, and they'd often pretty much always be able to hear my voice.
Yeah,
it was so loud.
God, I feel bad for the girl who was above you.
Yeah.
Because so Tanya's keeping an eye on my voice levels. Anywho, course mate. So yeah, I study politics. Politics is a big course. There's often, pretty much in every university, politics is going to be a big course. Some courses are a lot more niche and you've got a lot less people doing it, so it's a slightly different dynamic with course mates. You'll probably know everyone on the course with politics.
How many people were on your course?
Oh God, 200 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that the same for UK?
Yeah, I mean, if you do something like politics, I think a lot of the time people do dual honours as well.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of people that did politics and history, politics and economics. Yeah. Not really committed. But you could, in our main, you have things called core modules that everybody who does politics, for example, has to take. And in one of those, we would have 200 to 300 people because there were just so many people that did some sort of politics, but that will change depending on your university as well.
Yeah. So there was about 200 odd on my course. So actually I'm going to this actually links to societies as well because so on the second day of uni, so I just got talking to someone outside of one of my introductory lectures, and he mentioned that there was a politics football team trial. So you've got obviously sport at uni is a big thing, but it's not just university sport. It's you can also do intramural sport, which is great. I'm a big fan of intramural sport.
What's intramural?
Intramural. I always thought it was intramural. So I just always had an idea of two old ladies called Muriel who had a really deep and bitter rivalry that kind of got passed down the generation. I don't think we had
this at my uni.
Yeah, I've not heard of it.
Not heard of intramural
We had
sport?
is that not the same as Bucks?
What's
Buds?
No, so Bucks. So that's a Bucks is.
Can you
Bucks
tell
is
I don't do sport?
You drive around and record your 5K.
Yeah. I can't drive.
That's
I get on the bus.
Yeah, I get on the bus for your 5K. Strava. Do you know what Strava is, Kaydian?
I do know what Strava is. I have a lot of insufferable friends.
She uses it on her way to the shops.
I Strava to Tesco.
So Bucks sport is where you represent the university against other university in Bucks leagues. It's British
so that's
university.
A team.
So there'll be multiple teams in it, but it's representing the university against other universities. So I played Bucks University rugby, so it was against other universities. So it's a bit more intense. Obviously, you're travelling across the country or whatever to play these different sports. It's a lot more serious and it can get to a really high level. Intramural sport is where you play for a society against other societies within the university. So
I've just never heard it called that. I do know what that is.
Okay, maybe we just called it that at Newcastle.
Most people don't use the fancy lingo.
Fancy lingo. Sorry, I'm just a bit more educated. So
anywho.
But it didn't just have to be a societies team, you know. So I played intramural football for the politics team. We were Politic Thistle. It's a play on of Partick Thistle, which is a Scottish football team. Cue silence.
Can we add in cricket noises?
Maybe.
So it's you play against different societies or just teams made up of friends. There was all play on words, hardly athletic. That was the team because lots of football. They were pretty rubbish.
Sociology sock is called sock.
There you go.
Sheffield.
Like that. Enjoy that. So
Wait, so it was societies that play against.
So it'd be like politics football versus history football.
Yeah. So
and this was against other universities?
No. This is in the university. So it's a lot more casual.
Wait, so we had something like this, but this thing is just an Aberystwyth thing because it was called super teams, and this was like
make it sound more fun.
No, but it was like an Olympics, but you make your own. It wasn't necessarily just societies, like you make your own like group of, I think it was 7 people, and then you play against each other in these wacky sports. Like it was like you had to like bounce on one of those like
ABBA isn't real.
balls.
Yeah,
ABBA's not real.
It's good fun.
So anyway, intramural was great. It's a really nice casual way to play sport and obviously meet people. So I went along to this politics football trial and just ended up meeting loads of people obviously on my course because it was politics. I just ended up meeting loads of people there on that 3rd day of uni who I became really good friends with, and I'm still like really, really good friends with to this day.
That's so sweet.
Say as well, you usually don't actually have to be like a politics student.
No, you don't have to.
So like loads of people who do like politics, like football, might actually not be politics students.
Yeah,
so
you don't have
it's
to.
open to anyone.
It's open
but
to anyone.
It is,
this is why I love uni.
Like
I just love university because like I wish I could do something like that now, but you know it's so much easier when you're in a university to be a part of something like that.
So I met them, and then I ended up playing rugby in first year, not football. I came back to football in second year, but we made friends there, and we were on the same course. So obviously we were in lots of the same, well, pretty much all the same lectures, all the same seminars, and doing all the same essays, spending time in the library together. And it just brought us really, really close because we, also, shared troubles, a hard essay, or we're helping each other out, letting each other know when deadlines are, because that's something that would often slip my mind. I honestly think if I didn't have friends on my course, I would have missed a lot of deadlines. But there was always someone to remind me. And I just really enjoyed it because, we got to spend lots of time together. It made us really close. Spending time in the library together. Sometimes not the most efficient method of learning. The library's a great place to go, and it's a good place to go and do work. But like, sometimes you'll be there with your friends, and it is.
It is just funny. Something about silence is so funny.
It's when you're not meant to laugh.
It's something about people being too serious that is funny.
How dare they be serious with their dissertation due?
Literally. I know,
2,000 words in 4 hours.
Reflecting on that as a 3rd-year student, I was like, I would have been so angry.
And it's also funny seeing the different like library styles. Like we all had our different like essay styles. Obviously we're doing politics, so there's lots of essay writing. I was someone who liked to get it done early. I actually, which probably a lot of people who know me would be a bit surprised about, but I just
forgetting the deadlines.
What?
I thought you forgot the deadlines.
Oh yeah, okay, right. Sometimes we're gonna go and rewind everything I've said. Then we're gonna be here for a long time.
Something's not adding up about this guy's story.
Did he even go to university?
He's a liar.
But a lot of my mates, they like to really leave it to like the day before. And there was a phrase that was often bandied about: "Diamonds are forged under pressure." Which people like to say to justify their last-minute all-nighter, and I just personally couldn't do that. But
I use that quote a lot,
like this podcast.
Yeah.
But so that's kind of a way that I made a lot of my friends. Not the only way I made friends. I made other friends, I promise. But I made a lot of friends on my course.
And I think it is really good to make friends on your course as well, just because like It's really nice to stay connected to, like, I think the academic part of, like, for me, I'm really passionate about politics. So even though I didn't have that many friends on my course, the ones I did have, I really enjoyed being able to, like, talk to them about current events, because, like, politics is something where you obviously need to stay quite updated in current events. You know, we have very similar schedules, similar workloads. They kind of understand what I'm working on.
It also keeps you going, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like,
it keeps you going. You can chat about it, you know, chat about annoying other people on your course, annoying lecturers, annoying deadlines, and it's just nice to have somebody else that you can, like, touch base with and feel like at least you're going through the same thing a bit. I think that, like, even though I didn't have a lot of friends, it was, like, a really special friendship, and I think, again, I made a lot of, like, different types of friends. Like, I was mainly friends with, like, international students on my course because I just, like, those are the people that I got to talking to, and it was a nice opportunity that I'd never have, I think, again, because of the course. It's a course that, like, brings in a lot of people from a lot of places, so it was a really great way for me to make some really different friends.
I ended up living with two of my course mates from my course in my final year, and when we all did our handed in our dissertations at the same time, and it was like at 3 a.m, and we all, like, popped some prosecco, and, like, it's, you know, it's just I think course mates is a really nice way to kind of stay connected to your degree and also make some friends.
Yeah, and, like, stay passionate about what you're doing.
Because you are there at the end of the day. Even after listening to this podcast, we've probably spoken for about 2 hours until we actually talked about
what degrees we did.
But obviously, it's the main part of university. It's a big thing.
Yeah. But again, it's important to have some time aside from that as well. And
I mean, all of the things we've talked about today are, like, really great and really important ways to, like, make friends at university. And I think one of the things I would, like, the advice I'd most want to give is make sure that you do make a wide range of friends. Like, you know, don't just be friends with your course mates or people that, like,
be open-minded,
you know, or people on societies, or people you live with. Try and make, like, loads of different friends with loads of different types of people. I think, you know, university, again, is one of those places you're probably not going to be able to meet at the same time so many different, like, ages, people from all over the world, people from all over England. So it's a really great opportunity to make loads and loads of different friends and really, like, diversify your experiences.
100%.
And I think on that note, I think we've covered probably those 3 main areas, which and as I said, you can make friends in other ways, but
all such different experiences as well.
Yeah, and again, as we go through this podcast, I think probably clear to you guys, and also clear to us, that, like, we've all had such different kind of experiences, and we've all kind of neatly made friends in, like, mainly in those 3 different separate areas, which is quite nice.
But that just goes to show, like, every single university experience is different, and remember, it's your experience. You're not there for anyone else but you.
100%. So I think we'll wrap up there. Thank you so much for listening. Again, comment below about what society you think Tanya was referring to, if you've got an inkling. We're looking forward to finding out once the mics are turned off. Next podcast, we're going to be talking about managing university life, social work-life balance, sorting yourself out, budgeting, cooking for yourself, which was something that was a bit of a steep learning curve for myself. And maybe Tanya as well, if you listen to the last podcast. But yeah, thanks very much, guys, and we'll see you next time.
If you have any questions, pop them in the comments below as well, and we'll try and answer them.
Thanks so much for listening.
Guys. Bye.
Bye.